5 things MMA fans need at UFC 324. Number 5. Move Deiveson Figueiredo vs Umar Nurmagomedov to the main card. The UFC is forced all the time to change the plans for cards. Now it's the first card of the year, and of course, injury strikes as usual. Kayla Harrison has a neck injury. No Nunes, no Kayla Harrison. And for us fans, this can be a benefit in disguise, because the crazy thing, first of all, the main event of the prelims, first of all, was Natalia Silva vs Rose Namajunas. And the co-main of the prelims were Umar vs Figueiredo. That, first of all, makes no sense for me. The UFC must have some kind of, stats, something that shows that, the hot women's fighters like Natalia Silva, people seem to think Rose is hot. I think she looks like a 12-year-old boy. But that's not the point. For some reason, hot women maybe boosts the main event of the prelims, gets more viewers into the main card, I don't know. So when Kayla pulled out, Rose and Silva got added to the main card. Now they are at number 2. So we start off with Arnold Allen and Silva, then Silva and Rose. So now Umar and Figueiredo are the main event of the prelims. Don't get me wrong, amazing main event of the prelims. I really like the fight, of course. But when we look at the main card, Arnold Allen, Jean Silva, great start. Then we have Natalia Silva, Rose, and no one cares. Heavyweight, Acosta Lewis is good. Then, of course, Song O'Malley, Gaethje Pimblett, great stuff. But this card, the first card of the year, could be, I think, adding Umar and Figueiredo and putting Silva and Rose back. Sure, the main event of the prelims, I don't care. I mean, I wouldn't mind having like Michael Johnson Hernandez as the main event, but that's not the point. Instead of the main card I just read out for you, this could be the main card instead. Arnold Allen, Jean Silva, banger. Then you have heavyweight, Acosta Lewis, sick. Third fight, Umar Nurmagomedov vs Deiveson Figueiredo, co-main O'Malley, Song, Gaethje Pimblett. That would be amazing. I would love that. And listen, I don't hate the situation we are in now, but I think, honestly, just doing that switch up, both were on the prelims, put Silva Rose back on the prelims, Figueiredo Umar on. I think that would be sick. I think fans would love that. Dana, add Umar versus Figueiredo to the main card. Number 4, what we just spoke of, Arnold Allen, Jean Silva. Jean Silva needs to win. I don't hate Arnold Allen. I don't think you guys hate Arnold Allen. But the fact is, Allen is so inactive. The last time he fought was on UFC 304. The Aspinall Blades, when Belal Muhammad became champ. So that's a year and a half ago. Allen has always been so inactive because in like almost every fight, it's insane. He breaks his hand all the time. So yeah, he barely fights. He has no hype. He, of course, no charisma. Listen, he's sick as a fighter. He had 5-round scrap with Holloway, good stuff. The first round he had with Dan Hooker, amazing. So as a fighter, he's great. He won. He beat Movsar Evloev. So justice for Arnold Allen. So I mean, I would be happy for him if he won, because he got robbed against Evloev. But no hype, never fights, personality is so boring. Jean Silva. Bang all the time, like how he toys with opponents, what he did to Dober, Jesus Christ, how he just choked out Bryce Mitchell, kind of toyed with him. Bryce did decent early on, but you know what I mean. And even against great fight, amazing to watch against Lopez. You know, started off Lopez pretty quick, got him down, beat the shit out of him, but then Silva in round 2, right? Silva put it on Lopez, and it were looking like, okay, is Silva completely switching this around and he's gonna finish Lopez? But of course we know what happened. Lopez timed the amazing spinning elbow finish. Of course 2025 was the year of the spinning elbows. Jesus. Listen, Silva has basically everything he needs, almost. The thing he kind of lacked in the Lopez fight was fight IQ. I think he's one of those guys that gets, I don't know if emotional is the right word, but you saw in the Lopez fight, especially after getting his ass beat in the first round, he really was like, dude, I'm gonna kill this guy. Like, he was going after Lopez like Lopez owed him money. Silva already have speed, power, great timing, confidence, like most things you need. And we saw against Bryce Mitchell, and we have seen other times, maybe people that watch the Lopez fight think that he's a bum on the ground. He's not. Lopez is really good on the ground. He timed the perfect takedown. I think he surprised Silva. I think Silva thought that would be more of a stand and bang fight, but it of course wasn't. So Silva already have good BJJ. He doesn't have bad takedown defense, doesn't have bad grappling at all. But I think, dude, work on, like, the coach has to really focus, not get so emotional, bring that back. Not much, just a little bit. And of course that timing elbow by Lopez was like 1 in 100. In most cases there he would have finished the opponent, or at least not getting kind of flatline himself. Gene Silva should be a future featherweight champion, absolutely. People before the Lopez fight, people were afraid of Volk versus Silva because they didn't want to see Volk get flatlined, and I understand why. He's the Silva is still the most hyped prospect in featherweight. I mean, Garcia, Onama. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the title shot. If he beats Allen, I wouldn't be that surprised. But he's like 1 win away. Number 3, presentation. The UFC has kind of looked and felt the same for as long as I can remember. They really are just going like this. Dana doesn't care. He's over in boxing. I think this is the first card of the year, the first card of Paramount, new era. It should feel new and fresh. And listen, I don't want the UFC to change up. You click on Paramount or whatever service you have in other countries. You switch on the pay-per-view and everything looks different. And what is this even the UFC? That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm thinking like maybe when the fighters walk out, the walkouts, maybe we see different camera angles. Maybe they have, with the walkouts they can do like a million things, and especially the fighters themselves can be creative and do stuff. Of course, they already are allowed to. Adesanya a few years back did the Undertaker. He had done the Undertaker, the Saw, Jigsaw stuff. Something I think would be really cool that I would like is when the fighters, just before Bruce Buffer announced, when we see the fighters move, and I like that. They start off, the commentators talk, and we see the stats, age, height, reach, those kind of stuff. You see like O'Malley or whoever stands there, does the thing, and then they like switch off, stand against the opponent. I like that. I like that they move and do stuff. Is cool. But that could be something they switch up. The entire presentation of that, it looks different. Maybe the fighters, maybe it starts off with, just before Bruce Buffer does his announcement, maybe it starts off with zooming in, so you only see O'Malley, and you see maybe just a few seconds of highlights from him, or just zoomed in on him, doing the thing you see, and maybe it cuts immediately to the other guy, and then it zooms out, and you see the stats, and I think just there's so many different ways that I'm not even thinking about that they could change. Not everything, not even 50%. Do something. Number 2, Sean O'Malley needs to put a statement out there, and I would love him to just knock Song Yadong out cold. Because the thing is, I'm not the biggest Sean O'Malley fan, but so Peter Yan, the situation with the title at bantamweight. I mean, who wouldn't love Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan 2? I'm not talking about, I know some people would like Umar, some O'Malley's not deserving, people want to see the trilogy with Merab. I mean, the thing is, the UFC can still do the trilogy with Merab if you guys want. This is now in January. I don't know what's reasonable for Merab. It's probably if the UFC and Dana White are good with giving Merab the trilogy, then I think it's a bit up to him if he want to come back in like March, or if he want to wait to May. But listen, it has already happened twice that Sean O'Malley sits out for like a year and gets a title shot. He beat Jan in October 2022, came back in August 2023, beat Sterling, lost, okay, not the year, but in like September 2024 he lost to Merab, came back in like May last year. So this would not be the first time and not the second time. So O'Malley can sit out a year or 8 months, whatever they do. So if they do in April, let's say, Jan and Merab, then during the summer or in the fall, MSG card, Abu Dhabi card, the rematch, O'Malley-Peter Yan. And why Sean O'Malley needs to get the statement before, listen, if he wins a war, a great fight, a TKO, maybe he submits Song Yadong, I don't know. As long as he wins, you know, but really a statement, a finish, that would really sell the rematch, and it would be, I think that would take away a bit of the feeling that, here we go, O'Malley gets another title shot. It's like, dude, he just did what Peter Yan couldn't to Song Yadong, and that's kind of the point I want to get to. If Song Yadong wins, well, listen, they can still do the Merab trilogy, as I said, but I'm not that interested in it at all. Merab is 35, he's only getting older, he took a lot of damage there, he has taken many big shots in his career. And when it comes to Umar Nurmagomedov, listen, I love the fight. Umar, Peter Yan, see Peter Yan beat shit over Dagestani, fantastic. So even if he beats Figueiredo, which I think he will, two fight win streak, absolutely. Batista, Figueiredo, decent. I wouldn't hate him getting a title shot. But Ramadan, February 17th to, maybe this is Swedish, I don't know. February to March 19th. So for Umar, I don't even think he would want to fight in April, because often I would think the pay-per-view, I mean, we don't know, right, but early April. Anyway, it would just be a few weeks for Umar, and we know with those guys, they never do short notice. They like full preparation. If their toe hurt, they pull out. That's the Dagestanis. And listen, get Yan back in there soon. He could fight in March even, but like April I think would be perfect for Yan. And I don't think Umar would be ready. And also, it's not that impressive of a win streak, is it? Batista hasn't done shit, let's be honest. Aldo won. He beat Patchy Mix. So that's the thing. Peter Yan, perfect timing for him to be back in April. As I said, who cares about the Merab trilogy? He can stay out, move to featherweight and get flatlined, I don't care. Umar probably won't fight there. Corey Sandhagen, I mean, Corey just lost. Corey's not in the conversation. Song Yadong, if he beats O'Malley, are we interested in Song Yadong versus Peter Yan 2? Where Peter Yan just took him down, the striker just took him, like, and also, I think it's fair to say that if Song Yadong beats O'Malley, that would probably be a back and forth. I have a hard time seeing Song Yadong just take out O'Malley easy, no damage, like that. So who wants to see that? Figueiredo, if he beats Umar, did we just saw it? No. Yeah, and we don't want to see fucking Ariel Helwani fight for the belt. Do we? No. So, the option we have is Sean O'Malley goes out there, barely gets touched, head kick, whatever, put Song Yadong back to China, I don't care. Take no damage. 3 months later, fight Peter Yan. Rematch. Hype. Have Peter Yan in the crowd. Have O'Malley immediately out. Have O'Malley immediately after call out Peter Yan. Oh my god, how did I forget that? Whether you agree with it or not, he has a win over Peter Yan. The only people in the division. So Sterling isn't even there anymore. Merab was the other guy, and Merab just got dominated by Peter Yan. O'Malley beat him, and they had an amazing fight the first time. So absolutely, Sean O'Malley, Peter Yan 2, knockout Song Yadong, please. Number 1, Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. I thought about this one, and it would be easy to say, okay, this guy should win, I want this guy to win, I think most fans. I actually thought about it, and I don't think... I thought about, okay, Gaethje wins. Fantastic. Okay, Gaethje versus Ilya. What is Gaethje? 37. Basically, everyone thinks that Ilya would just beat the shit out of him, flatline him. And the Paddy fight, I know it's hype. I know people want it. I'm not the biggest Paddy fan. I don't hate Paddy. But do many people see Paddy having much of a chance against Ilya? No. So the best thing for the division is, listen, of course you could say Arman Give Arman the title shot. Who cares about this fight? They get injured, whatever, or they can... If you're an Arman fan, you would probably say a draw. It's a draw, no one's the interim champ, give it to Arman. Of course, I would laugh, I wouldn't hate that, but that's not realistic, is it? So, listen, do I want to see Ilya versus Arman? Absolutely. Absolutely I want. But also, now we're back like the Tom Aspinall thing and Tony Ferguson back in the day. Then we have, let's say, Paddy wins. Interim champion, Paddy. Like, no more bullshit. The better alternative would be the interim champion fights Ilya. Max and Oliveira winner can fight Arman. Max, Arman, sick. If Oliveira wins, great. 5-round main event or co-main event of a pay. Listen, we have like no stars nowadays. People like Oliveira should always be on pay-per-view. Certain guys, just have them on pay-per-view. Make the pay-per-views feel special. 5-round co-main event, third fight on the pay-per-view main card. Arman versus Oliveira 2 would be sick. So, the point of number 1. The winner of the main event, who's gonna be the interim champion, needs to dominate. Needs to completely outclass the opponent. And after that fight, we should really go if it's Paddy. Damn, Paddy looked better than he has ever done before. Looked great with the wrestling. Beat up Gaethje, put on the ground even worse than he did Chandler. Or we look at Gaethje, dude, he's 37, but talk about a late career leap in skill, like his BJJ, wrestling defense, grappling defense, looks way better. Like, why? His boxing look great. Like, knocks out Paddy easy, bam. Someone should really blow us away and be like, jeez, you know what? I don't think the Ilya fight versus Gaethje or versus Paddy is as easy for Paddy as I think. Even if people still go with Ilya, it shouldn't be. You should, if you're an Ilya fan, you should be. You're not that confident to betting on this one. That's what would be best for the lightweight division. If Paddy wins, if he knocks him out standing, like Paddy says he want to knock out Gaethje, or if he shows great grappling, gets him down, does even better than Habib does it in round 1, TKOs him, submits him, immediately, maybe Ilya's in the crowd, I don't know, but get on the cage, scream, yeah, you know, Scousers don't get knocked out, lad. Scousers don't get knocked out, lad. Dana wraps the interim belt around you, you call out Ilya immediately, trash talk him, go personal with the wife stuff, say that you're gonna kidnap his kid, I don't know. Do something and create. That would be the best thing. Make us be like, dude, that's the fight I wanna see. And in the meanwhile, Max Oliveira winner versus Arman, and the winner of that fights the winner of champion versus champion fight. That's what would be best for the lightweight division. Guys, UFC is back. UFC 324 week has officially started. I'm excited. If you like the video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any more content. You're gonna get more content this week, short, community posts, videos, everything. Yeah, please comment down below what you thought about the video. Any of my takes, do you agree, disagree? What do you think about the card, the main event? Bam, bam, bam. New video right here. Great stuff right here. Bam, bam, peace, subscribe.